All right, so this video is going to go over the Chapter 9 written practice problems. You're going to follow along with your document, write out step by step how to uh, calculate each of the answers to the problems. If you have any questions, feel free to just follow along with the video, save any discrepancies or questions for me when we review, when I come back at the end when we review for the math final. All right, so problem 1 is about pecans, problem 2 is about honey, and problem 3 is about shredded coconut. So let's get started. Again, reference your notes, pause as we go, etc. All right, so the first question is talking about pecans. So a pound of whole pecans costs $8.98, okay? 1 cup of chopped pecans weighs 4 ounces. How much would 3 tablespoons of chopped pecans cost? So this is going to be a couple of steps to solve. So the first thing you're going to do is, what equivalents do you need to know? You need to ask yourself what equivalent. So the first equivalent that we gather just from the word problem is 1 cup of chopped pecans weighs 4 ounces. So a whole cup weighs 4 ounces. We also know, because we're converting to tablespoons, that 1 cup equals 16 tablespoons, because we're solving to see how much 3 tablespoons cost. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your 4 ounces, how much 1 cup weighs, you're going to divide by 16 tablespoons, because that's how many tablespoons are in a cup, and you get 1/4 of an ounce. All right? So we got 1/4 of an ounce that we are working with. So, and that's how much it is for 1 tablespoon. Okay? So step 2, you're going to calculate the cost of 3 tablespoons of chopped pecans. Okay? So to do that, you are going to do 1 pound of whole pecans is $8.98. So you take your as purchase price for 1 pound, and you're going to divide by 16 ounces. And so 1 ounce of pecans is going to cost us 0.56125. So you could round that up. You could leave it as is. So it's not just 56 cents. It would be at least 57 cents when costing. But we left it as is. Step 3, you're going to take your 1 tablespoon of chopped pecans, weighs 1/4 of an ounce. So the cost of 1 tablespoon of chopped pecans is, so you take your 1/4 of an ounce times 0.56125, and you are going to get 1 ounce is going to cost us 0.1403, so about 14 cents. Okay? But we need to know how much 3 tablespoons cost. And step 4, you're going to cost the 3 tablespoons. So you're going to take 3 times the cost of 1 tablespoon, which is the 0.1403, and you are going to get 0.421, which we would round up to 42 cents. So the answer in this problem would be 3 tablespoons of chopped pecans is going to cost us approximately 42 cents. All right? So again, pause. Write out the steps so you know what you're doing for reference. All right, the next one is about honey. So honey can be purchased in a 2-kilogram container for $14.42. The question is asking you, how much would 12 ounces of honey cost? So you're going to have to convert from kilograms to ounces. So to do that, find the cost per gram of honey. So 2 kilograms is equivalent to 2,000 grams, and that costs $14.42. So you can find this in your conversion chart in one of the previous units, or obviously on the internet. Grams converts to ounces a little bit easier than kilograms. So you're going to take your as purchase cost or price of $14.42, and you're going to divide it by 2,000, because that's how many total grams are in the entire container of honey, and you get 0.00721 per gram is the cost. So we would obviously round that up to be about a penny. We left it as is for the costing problem, so it's exact. Step 2, you're going to find the cost for 12 ounces of honey. So you need to know the equivalent, that there are 28.35 grams in 1 ounce, which is in one of our conversion charts in one of the previous units. So you're going to take your 12 ounces of what you're costing out of honey is equal to approximately how many grams? So you'll take your 12 times 28.35 grams, because that's how many grams are in 1 ounce. So you do 12 times 28.35 and you end up with 340.2 grams of honey is how much you're working with, is the conversion. So to calculate the cost of 12 ounces of honey, you're going to multiply the cost per gram by the number of grams. Okay, so you'll take step 1, which is the cost, the answer in step 1, and then the answer in step 2, and you're going to multiply the two together. So you can see in step 4, we did that for you, 0.00721 per gram times the total number of grams of honey, 340.2 grams, and you're going to end up paying $2.45 for your 12 ounces of honey. So your final cost for the honey is $2.45. All right, so all we were doing there is really just breaking it down and converting from the ounces to the kilograms to grams, and then we converted it. All right, and your last problem. So 1 pound of packaged shredded coconut costs $2.89. How much would 100 grams cost? So the first thing you need to do is the cost of your 1 pound package is $2.89, and there are 16 ounces in a pound. So to find the cost per ounce, you're going to divide the total cost, the $2.89, by 16 because there are 16 ounces in a pound, and you end up with 0.180625 per ounce, which is the exact. Again, you can round this up. So that's how much 1 ounce of the shredded coconut costs. Step 2, you're going to find out how many grams are in an ounce. So the conversion, just like we did in the previous problem that we found in our conversion chart, there are 28.35 grams in 1 ounce. So because it's asking us how much 100 grams costs, you're going to take your 100 grams, divide by 28.35. So you're going to need a total of 3.525 ounces is how much you would convert the coconut to. Okay. So to calculate the cost of 100 grams of shredded coconut, you're going to multiply the cost per ounce by the number of ounces. So we did that in step 4. So you do your answer from step 1, the 0.180625, which is the cost per ounce, times 3.525 ounces, because that's how much 100 grams of coconut is. And you get 0.636 rounded to 3 decimal points. We would round that up to 64 cents. So 100 grams of shredded coconut would cost approximately 64 cents. All right. I just want to clarify that 3.525 ounces of coconut is equivalent to 100 grams of coconut. So if I didn't specify that, I just want to clarify that. So your answer here is 100 grams of coconut is 64 cents. All right. Again, if you have any pause, write down the steps. If you have any questions, wait for the final. And I will give you the link for the Chapter 9 GIMKIT review if you have time to practice. Make sure you finish your Chapter 9, answering all the stuff, and then move on to Chapter 10. Thank you.